I just got to go through everything.
Hey guys, djbigron here. I'm here at Brian S. Red's house in the basement, in the dungeon, and going to take a look at some things and
Toys.
some things he's also getting rid of.
I'm not getting rid of this stuff.
Or not that stuff, no.
No, I'm keeping this stuff.
He's keeping this stuff.
Ryan wanted to check out the RCFs real quick. I'll just show you. I'll throw a tripod up so you can see them. I did videos on them. If you haven't seen my channel, go ahead and have a look. These are the 722s, and they scream. Weigh about 42 pounds a piece. Active speaker. You got let's see, you got a 12-inch woofer. It's getting 500 watts, and you've got a 2-inch neodymium, whatever the hell that is. It's some lightweight metal. A tweeter. Right? It's getting 250 watts to the tweeter. So they're hella loud.
Sick.
And these are going for, geez, I've seen them anywhere between the mid-13s to about 16. So they're not a cheap date. And when I got these, I knew that I wasn't going to be turning a bunch of people onto them because they're out of a lot of people's price range, which, you know, is fine. I'm going with them. They're premium. They're cool. I, however, will mention I didn't really have an issue with the other set of speakers I got here, which are these pretty boys. These are the RCF 312-8s. They weigh the same. They're physically a little larger. They're not quite as deep.
Those are the first ones, right?
These are the first ones, yeah. And I don't know if you probably need some light.
Yeah, just a little bit.
There we go. How's that? Is better?
That worked.
Okay. And these guys, you've got a 12-inch woofer that's getting 300 watts, and then you've got a 1-inch tweeter that's getting 50. And that might not sound like a lot to you people, especially UK series guys, because you got like 1,000 watts. But the thing is, the way I see it, and kind of the way it really is, I don't know, QSC makes speakers, or no, they make amplifiers. Do they make speakers? I mean, do we really know whose speakers are in these cabinets, and are they efficient at all? I guarantee you these guys will just smoke a K-Series. And they're coming in at $499 a piece.
Wow. Good deal.
So it's, yeah. And it's so hard to like express that in a YouTube video. So,
but, you know, at least they have somebody extra to listen and witness.
Well, you're here. I suppose we'll plug them in.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
Oh, no, I don't mind. It'll take probably, you know, give me 10. We'll get them plugged in. But keep in mind, Ron and those of you watching, we're in the dungeon. And if you're not familiar with me and my stuff, this is a basement we're almost bumping our head on the walls on. Yeah. We need big rooms for this stuff. But I will plug them in just so you'll be able to hear the highs fine. But the sound won't be able to fully expand, if you will. So give me 10, and I'll hook them up for you.
Alrighty. Okay.
See, Ron's like before I clean, I've got crap everywhere, so you know how I really live. The rest of the house is nice. We're just going to give you a little sample, and I guess this video is going to be more of a testimonial than anything else. I've done videos of this, and you can't really hear it. Ron's sitting, what are you, I don't know.
10 feet?
10, 11 feet away.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, roughly. So I'm going to play a tune for, what, 30 seconds?
That'll work.
And then I'm going to leave the levels alone, and I'm going to hook up the other speakers. These are the RCF 312As. Art series. Here we go.
Wow.
Okay, Ron, what do you think of that?
I'm stunned. I really am. And you didn't even adjust.
No, honestly, I mean, don't blow sunshine. I mean, what do you think of it?
No, I'm very serious. There's no like ear piercing highs or anything.
No,
it's real.
It's soothing to the ear.
Yeah, it's loud but soothing. It's not. It's not like rattling your eardrum or anything like that. Or
right.
There's no strain, I guess you'd say. That's the way.
We weren't even moving the master on the mixing board.
Wow.
And I had the line at 0 dB with the trim or the gain.
Uh-huh.
Now the fader itself was at about 3.
Wow.
So you know, I mean that's where we were, and we're in a small space. So I'm going to swap these out with the 312As, or swap out the 312As with the 722s, which are like, what, 3 times more money. But you'll hear the difference. So
wow.
Give me a second on that, and I'll take care of that. Go. All right. So these are the 722s, Art Series 722s. Again, about 3 times the money for real. I mean, they're not a cheap date. The other ones sound great. Don't get me wrong. I like them, and I've been perfectly happy with them. But then I heard these. So
yeah, they have like a stealth fighter kind of thing going on. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're a little different. They have more aggressive bass ports here. They're physically a little shorter and a little more narrow, but they're like 1.5 inches deeper.
Yeah.
I've got a video up on it if you look at my channel.
Okay.
Maybe Ron will put a link in there or something.
Sure.
But whatever you want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and play the same tune. Have not touched the levels.
Okay.
And we'll just get a reaction from Ron on this.
All right.
Ready? What do you think, Ron?
Wow, I'm like stunned. I mean,
could you tell a difference?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could.
It was almost a little hard for me in the demo that I did upstairs.
Yeah, it sounds just a little bit tighter, a little more tighter than the other ones, but I could definitely.
I mean, the highs are huge.
Yeah, the highs are really strong.
I mean, these are very aggressive. Like I said, we didn't touch any levels. We didn't give them any power.
Yeah.
And I was shaking this old house.
Yeah.
With no sub.
And how many watts are those again?
750 total. What you end up with are 500 for the woofer.
Okay.
And 250 for the 2-inch neodymium tweeter.
Mm.
And all the drivers in here are neo-titanium, which is a cool metal. But the cool part about neo-titanium is they're very light.
Wow.
And that helps with carrying these things around. It's not like, pot metal or whatever the hell they're making them out of in China. These are all handmade in Italy. Now, what's cool about RCF 2, for anyone who might be interested in them, now, we know that QSC makes amplifiers, for instance. They don't make speakers, to my knowledge. RCF makes speakers, and the amplifier in this is a company owned by RCF.
Wow.
So they make the amp too, and the amp's made in Italy. And that's with all of the RCF stuff. It's all Italian made. They don't import anything. And they start with a speaker. They find an amp that's going to work well for it and build a box around it. Opposed to building an amp and say, gee, what kind of speaker could we find to,
throw in there?
Right. So, I don't know. So, yeah, QSC is the most popular. And you know what? We've heard them. They sound nice. I do hear fatigue in them pretty quick. But I think for a price point, these guys down here, this one, at $4.99.
It's a steal.
Dude, yeah, it's a lot more speaker than the K12. I've heard QSC that sound fantastic. They're not the K series.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a set at Mobile Beat that Ryan Berger loaned us for the Bistro Bar that sounded really nice. But I mean, they're wooden box speakers and quite a bit more dough, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But these are These are just killers.
Yeah, well, you know, and I wanted to, the reason why I brought my camera is basically, because you know, Brian puts these videos up, and, you know, let's face it, there are guys locally that watch the videos, but there's a lot more guys everywhere else that watch the videos.
Yeah.
So, as a local guy, if I can come over and witness some of this stuff that you're putting out there,
the lab. Yeah.
hopefully I can, you know, back that up and say, yeah, I mean, it's definitely
right. It's so hard to hear this stuff in YouTube videos. And I've done videos on them. I try to talk about them. I think the first YouTube videos I did on the 312As, I got too excited about them, and people got suspicious, like, oh, he's got a motive. Wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So the last video I did with these, I just kind of presented them, and then my buddy Andrew and I did a sound test, and we heard it, but you really didn't hear it on the video, and you can't hear it unless you're in front of them.
Yeah, I'm floored, and I'm sure the audience of some of your gigs have definitely complimented.
Oh, I've gotten a lot of compliments on my sound, and it would happen occasionally in the past, but it happens a lot now.
Cool.
And I think it's because people are accustomed to having that mid-range just screaming at them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's never supposed to hurt, I guess. That's my philosophy on it anyway. It's never supposed to feel bad or be like, I mean, it should always feel good. And, I don't know, sound's a big deal to me.
Oh yeah, I mean it doesn't look, yeah, it should sound soothing. It doesn't have that punch of high, it doesn't have that punch of low. It has that, you know, that it's I can't even
harmonious, I guess.
Yeah, I can't even explain it.
It works together.
Yeah, there you go. It works together. It's not one's higher than the other, I guess you'd say.
Right.
You know.
I think of it in terms of music, like when I listen to like Van Halen.
Yeah.
I hear drums and guitar, like they're just right there.
Yeah.
On the flip side, this might sound weird to you, but when I listen to Duran Duran, I can't tell what's going on because everything's just mixed so well, and it has been on all their stuff forever.
Yeah.
You hear the synth, yeah, you hear a stab here and there, but it's harmonious, and I like that.
Cool.
That's my sound thing, my weird sound analogy that nobody will get.
Yeah.
It's not my video, so I'll say it.
Well, like myself, I have a hard time explaining what that sounds like, you know.
Remember this? You don't want your speakers to sound like this, kids.
That's right.
That's right.
So well, thanks, Brian, for letting me come down here.
You're welcome, Ron. You're welcome anytime.
Appreciate it.
Next time you come, hopefully it'll be clean.
It's all right.
It does look cool down here when it's straightened up.
It looks cool now.
It looks terrible now.
I like that. Oh, never mind.
Oh, my Vegas poster. You can show my Vegas poster.
Oh yeah, it's not yours.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's like here we got a. Ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Girls. Yeah.
Sweet.
Blanca made me buy it.
All right. What's the magic words?
Practice and enjoy.
All righty. That was cool.